Hello everyone, welcome back to another Dokkan video. It's your boy Minatsu here, and today we finally have the information for the version 5.2.0 update. Been waiting for this for a few days, and they finally went ahead and showed it off. Well, not a few days, I knew that it was going to be shown sooner rather than later, as Global recently got the version update that was same as the GP. So if you're not aware, what happens is when Global gets a version update and gets basically the same version update as GP usually announces one at the same time or a few days later. And as you see, we do have the version 5.2.0 update, which will come right before Saiyan Day on the GP version. The maintenance for this is going to be, actually I should bring this up here, but there's going to be maintenance for this. Bring this up as well. There's going to be maintenance for this on the 14th JST time. So this is 10 to 1700 JST time. If you're in the US, this is 6 p.m. Pacific to 1 a.m. Pacific. From the 13th to the 14th, and it's the same on Eastern time, 9 p.m. Eastern to 4 a.m. Eastern on the 13th to the 14th. So just keep that in mind. You won't be able to log into the game and play during this time. If you translate to English for you guys, right? Preparation for the Dokkan maintenance. You can't log into the game. Suspended data will be discarded. You will not be able to resume from the suspended data when you update the version. So say if you're like in a Dokkan event or something, and you quit in the middle of the game, then you update the game, you won't be able to go back. You would have to redo it, blah blah blah. But yeah, just a simple explanation of that there. So let's go ahead and talk about what's in the version updates, and at the end we'll just kind of talk about something that isn't really included in the version update, but I feel like is worth talking about, right? So version 5.2.0 coming soon, introducing some contents prior to the updates. So they're going to be introducing this limit set button. So what this button does is now it automatically chooses both training partners and a training location for you. So essentially what happens is it will allow you to, as it says, maximize the character level, actually training items as well. So we have these separate buttons, right, that will automatically select characters and training items for you. Now this just automatically selects all three things. I'm the one who always uses these auto buttons, and like every time I trained a character, I always had to go through and scroll to find like the best one and stuff like that. Now hopefully if this works correctly, I wouldn't have to do that, which is pretty pog. I feel like though I might just take the strongest training location you have, which I guess I would have to go through anyways, because I'm not going to use all of these on like, some SR and leveling up for a super attack level or something, right? But it's a pretty cool addition at the very least. It'll make it easier to change it because it should be set to the top already. If you guys should get what I mean, right? Like when you have to go through and you're waiting multiple characters or something, and you just have to scroll through every time. It's annoying. Right here, finally, we're getting this button. So this will allow you to EZA the units all at once, essentially. So if you have all the medals, can I open this in a tab like this? I guess I could try and do this here. You probably hear my mouse, but I don't care. Whatever. Oh, almost. That was not good. So if you see right here, they're the medal of each type. If you have all the medals for the Extreme Z Awakening, for some reason they have 500, but okay, you can just fully Extreme Z awaken the unit all at once, the total amount of Zenny, and there you go. See, pretty cool. Finally, you'll have to sit through there for like 5 minutes awakening the character, different steps, yada yada yada. Oh, this is so good. Now you could have the rematch button, which is the big thing we're waiting for. Finally, the rematch button. So essentially what happens is instead of clicking OK and you're taken to like, the actual, not literally the home screen, but like, the event screen, I guess, before you click on anything, you can click on this red button instead, and it'll take you to this section right here. Now it makes things nice in terms of just hopping back into the stage instantly. We don't know how long this is going to take to load, but it says it would be able to transition to the pre-sortie section of the same stage. So essentially this section right here, which global players should know how it looks because they have the versions of the update now. So just be taken to this screen, just have to click the red button again, and it definitely will make like link leveling a lot less, like, because I don't know if it's the same on global, but on GP, what happens when you click here again, you go to that screen I told you about where you're just viewing like, just the outside of the actual event itself. Then you have to click, and then click the certain, you have to click the stage, and you have to click the difficulty, then it loads in to find the friend and stuff like that. You can just skip all that and just instantly hop right back in, hopefully. there isn't too much loading involved. I don't know. I doubt it's gonna allow you to get the same friend. But yeah, that's something that you can do now, so it's cool. By the way, it's funny because this Vidal's rainbow, right? And she has a gold equipment, but she doesn't have the silver or the bronze for some reason. It's just kind of weird. It's funny though. It's cool. And then finally here, this is not really useful for JP players, but I feel like for global players in the future, this could be cool. So we have like so many categories now, they realize it. So now you can search by the certain category here. So you see right here, they're searching Boyhood Saga, which is Dragon Ball Saga right here, I believe. And you basically will be able to find all the category characters through there. Pretty cool. I don't know if this will allow you to search for multiple categories at once. I doubt it, but at the very least, it'll allow you to find certain characters better. Though you probably would just search for the name anyways. I don't really find too much point to it, but it's cool. It's a nice addition. Again, not really to us like non-Japanese speaking JP players, but in the future for global players, it could be helpful, right? Especially if you're trying to clear some category mission, you just can't find the category because there's like 18, no, not even 18, what the hell? There's like 80 plus categories or something now. You're just like, especially on GP, it's like hard to find everything, right? Ooh, oh well. And then right here, again, suspended data will be discarded. You will not be resumed the data. Thank you for your continued support and all that jazz. So that is basically the 5.2.0 update. Again, server maintenance is on this time, 10 to 1700, 6 to 1 a.m. PST, and then 9 to 4 a.m. EST. This depends on, you know, your time zone, right? So this is all on the 13th for Japan, 13th to 14th for the United States, and time conversion for the rest. I know Dokkan, for example, has posted specific time conversion if you're like in Central European time, stuff like that. So feel free to check that out. But yeah. And finally here, I just want to point this out. It's something interesting. I don't think it is going to mean anything, but it's odd that they're going to update this event like this. And they're like, oh, I don't know if they just realized it and they're like, oh, we're stupid, or if it means something and they're looking at this event for like awakening certain characters. But essentially, the Transcendence Awakening Beyond the Strongest, they found a character without the Kamehameha link cell as an advantageous character. So what this is essentially, they had the link skill Kamehameha, right? And they found that the LR Majin Buu Gotenks absorption was accidentally put in there. So I believe they're going to remove him from being an advantageous character. We'll inform about this matter in app notification as soon as the correction is completed. It's this event, the AGL Super Saiyan 2 LR Gohan events. Now, Saiyan Day is coming up, right? So obviously we're gonna get a Dokkan Fest. I wouldn't say it would be like a Gohan. Usually they go with pure Saiyans, right? Like it's pretty much always been pure Saiyans. I don't recall us ever getting a hybrid Saiyan for Dokkan and Dokkanism for Saiyan Day, right? But I would say, you know, instant transmission Kamehameha Goku or something, right? That battle unit Super Saiyan Goku, the hard virus one, is pretty good for a reason, I feel like, too, right? Well, we also have the LR Namek Super Saiyan Goku, right? So it'd be weird to get another Super Saiyan Goku Dokkan Fest, I feel like, so soon or something. Maybe it could be like Goku Gohan Exchange Dokkan Fest unit, where it's Super Saiyan Goku into Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and maybe that's where they use this Dokkan event. I wouldn't put your hopes up for anything like that, though. I still personally feel like it's going to be a Tournament of Power unit, but later today I'll have a video up discussing who I think will come for the Saiyan Day celebration, and I think now that this unit could possibly be an option, right? I would say, again, doesn't mean anything if you look here. Again, Extreme Class Kamehameha, just Majin Buu Gotenks. As you see right here, he does not have the Kamehameha link, but he does the Kamehameha. At least they're being kind of consistent with that, because you see he's not on the Kamehameha. Well, he is in the Kamehameha category, but he doesn't have the Kamehameha link, but he has it in his name, right? Which it doesn't really matter. I don't know why they're going to fix it. Everyone who does the Kamehameha should be able to be not only in the Kamehameha category, but have the link and stuff like that. I mean, he is on the Kamehameha category. I don't I guess the weakness is the link set itself, I guess, like the link itself, because obviously not every single Kamehameha extreme class unit is on this section. I think because most of them do have the link itself. Like I never noticed that this guy didn't have the link. What? Because this guy has the link, right? I guess they take off Kamehameha and over in a flash. Like these guys don't even have like a that similar of a link set. It's kind of weird, but whatever. That's really it. Let me know what you guys think of version 5.2.0. That's pretty much it, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.